Alright, so I made a hunter deck that has that new 3/4 card that makes your secrets cost 0 or something like that. Yeah, I haven't memorized all the new cards' names. This deck, however, is about slightly different from my other hunter. My other hunter has Black Knight in it, but it also definitely features the Corrupted Seer. So I have that going for me. And yes, this is my first game, so my computer is kind of loading and stuff. So sorry about that screen there. It's kind of awkward. But whenever I highlight the games, I also try to highlight the full thing because back in the day, and this mulligan sucks. I have to do a full mulligan and hopefully get good cards. And yes, I put the Secret Keeper in here because it kind of features that new secret card. So I mean the secret minion that makes secrets cost 0. I don't really actually have a lot of secrets in here, and this deck also features Faceless Manipulator in a way, because I actually have some stuff that I want to copy from other people since it is really hard to fit everything into a deck. So Faceless costs much less than most of the other legendaries, and this is one way to obtain a legendary. And so far, my hand it's looking really good. I actually managed to get on curve cards most of the way, at least for these first 3 turns, through that full mulligan, which doesn't often happen, to be honest. Whenever I full mulligan, it always actually ruins the game or ruins my game unless I don't full mulligan. And when I say don't full mulligan, I mean like I don't intend to purposefully full mulligan because when you full mulligan, it's like you're digging for cards and you're desperate to play in a certain way. And for him, he has to unfortunately trade. And luckily, I don't run Snake Trap, or else he would have been in a slight trouble. But I believe he is playing some sort of either OTK Dragon Warrior or the Patron Warrior, one of those. So I guess my Blood Knight is kind of useless in this sense. I put Blood Knight here just to test out certain things to see if people play Divine Shield cards by chance, like Ardent Squires and stuff. I mean, I haven't been playing Hearthstone all that much actually. Okay, Slam, it's fine. You're preparing for a whirlwind effect soon, so this is kind of giving me a tell as to what he might have, and that was a good draw because I don't really I don't really want to drop my Kodo for nothing, and it's good that I won this one, but it kind of revealed to him that this is a Reno deck. I'm not sure if this is a tell to where he will understand what my deck is because I play different decks than unlike other people would. This is a good Kodo target if that's all he plays. I mean, it's one of the good targets, but I'm not just gonna hold back because I don't have board presence, and I don't really want to play Sylvanas into these cards, even though it's really strong too. Um, I think it's bits and pieces. I just as a hunter, you don't really want him to get gain armor, especially I've got him down this about half now. It's really crucial that I took out the guy because armor smith just gives armor all the way through, and as you can see, he could have gained potentially the armor that he wanted there if I had played Sylvanas instead. And if I, I mean, it's fine. The way that he played means he was trying to draw. Very unfortunate for me that he is actually able to draw cards, because it's one of the strategies that I have is to play in a certain way. Oh, that's a good top deck, by the way. Even though it doesn't seem like it, I feel like for me as a hunter, I don't really have good AOEs, and that is one form of my AOE, and I believe it's the only form of AOE aside from Unleash, which isn't an AOE but a counter to multiple minions. So that's a good draw for me just now that I could clean up the board because it looks like he's playing Patron, especially when he just chose the Mage Ping, or the Mage Hero Power, if you don't understand that. What will be my next turn? Because now The only thing bad about playing the Corrupted Seer is that now my board presence is weak, unlike the Baron Geddon. But then at the same time, Baron Geddon might not have been played if I had lesser mana. On this turn, even though I have the secret guy, the 3/4, I really need board presence against this board right now because chances are he is keeping a lot of area effects since he just played empty flooding. However, he knew that I spent my Kodo already earlier. And this is the usual snipe that I love to snipe. I mean, there are many other targets to snipe, such as the old Gnomish Inventor or the Frothing from the previous turn. And now this makes him kind of, show his hand, most likely, because he is wanting to deal damage. He's being shamed, sort of, by the early turns that he's now down to um half of his health without actually dealing much to a hunter. And normally, if I'm a face hunter, I would have dealt more damage than this. And now that I'm playing a slow hunter, it is quite shameful that he's actually taking more damage than I'm taking damage, considering um that the power of the patron deck is generally strong. However, I had um, managed to deal with some board control and at the same time limit his um, health, and that he's playing Sir Finley. So he changed to where he cannot gain armor. And in this turn, I am just going to show a bit of my hand instead of healing with Reno. I am thinking about doing Faceless here. Even though I'm going to trade, and even though that he has a ping, I just kind of want to see and let him see what I was doing. This is a misplay on my part, but it's intentional because I want to see what cards he has in his hand, and I don't want him to simply have an opportunity um, to win. He has to ping this guy or spend an execute. I kind of want to see the rest of his hand, and this is a good pickup. I believe it's better because this allows me to deal straight up damage the next turn. Unless he plays Brawl for some reason and wins it. So even though I didn't heal for these 2 turns, I feel like I am still in the lead, and now he's forced to try to draw more cards, and he already spent both his what's that card? Yeah, and I just won. I was talking about Ravaging Ghoul. So I hope you enjoyed this. Even though I was rusty in the end and played badly at the very end, I thought I could sneak out to see what cards he had remaining in his hand, rather than just playing like passively and healing for 30 like I always do.